everyone, welcome back to the value plays for FanDuel and DraftKings NBA contest tonight. November 23rd, it's Wednesday, the night before Thanksgiving, so have a happy Thanksgiving to everyone in advance and hope that tonight's massive slate brings good tidings and joy to everyone, tonight, the day before, so they can celebrate with families and friends and, brag about their massive winnings. So tonight we got a 13 game slate. It's a nice big full one after last night's four game slate. Yeah, last night wasn't a bad slate actually. I liked a lot of the plays. They just simply didn't pan out. It was just kind of a disappointing night all around. So tonight will be a good night to hopefully bounce back, and it's nice to have a lot more flexibility and some options here tonight too. Maybe pivoting off some of the elite options. Last night was the way to go. So tonight, that may not necessarily be the case, but there is at least a lot of mid-range values, and especially values tonight. So injuries, there's plenty to look forward to. Again, of course, you got to keep tabs on injuries and lineup changes and all this stuff up to tip-off. So as we speak now, it looks like some of the bigger injuries that we're monitoring are Anthony Davis being a game time decision. He left for a while last night, and for whatever reason came back in the fourth quarter. They were up by 30 points. I don't know, but he came back. He played pretty well, looked fine. So he'll probably be going tonight against the Timberwolves. From how he looked in the fourth quarter, but you never know. So pay attention to that. Other big names are Cody Zeller, T.J. Warren still on there. James Ennis is still on the report. So that's something to make note of for sure, since he won't be starting again. Kyle Korver's another one. All the Pacers again, they're just injury-ridden team. Them and the Mavericks. But it sounds like Dirk may be back tonight. That's still kind of a question mark. Pay attention to that. Darren Williams, he's out. Just a lot of stuff to make note of, and values will kind of come from announcements like that as well. If players are getting scratched or not. So pay attention to that. But always pay attention to lineups right before tips, and have a backup plan, as I always say. All right. With that, we'll just get started here. Point guard, I'm really liking Tim Frazier still. Drew Holiday's been back, and that was a big concern for a lot of people. About Frazier losing minutes, losing volume, losing touches, the whole shebang. But he's actually been insanely good coming off the bench since Holiday returned. They're both playing very, very well. And Frazier's price has dropped because of it. So I'm going to keep taking advantage while I can. The last 3 games, he's put up 28, 37, and 53 fantasy points. That's very, very good for a guy coming off the bench or playing, as alongside Holiday every now and then. His usage rate's only 10.83, so not fantastic, but when he's averaging that many points and he's playing 35 minutes like he did in the last game, that's pretty safe still. So I'm going to take my risk with Tim Frazier in a lot of lineups tonight, especially in GPP contests. At his price, he's projected 32.4 DraftKings points tonight, according to the optimizer, and he's only coming in at 5,200 on DraftKings. So Frazier is definitely a good point guard value play if you decide not to buy up at the position tonight. Another option, he's kind of a cross between a point guard and shooting guard. If anything, I'll probably be playing him at shooting guard. Probably not FanDuel. I maybe would pivot him in or slot him in at point guard, but if I could get Collison and Frazier in, I would probably do that. So Darren Collison's the other option here. Sacramento, he's facing off against Oklahoma City Thunder. He's a little bit more. He's 5,900, but he's been about as reliable as they come. And if anything, his price should probably be a little higher. He's in the starting lineup. He's facing a team that's giving up 51.2 points to the position of shooting guard, point guard. So Collison should be safe, and he's definitely affordable at 5,900 on DraftKings. It looks like his floor is about 27, 28 points, somewhere around there, and he's got a ceiling of 36 or more. So that's value. That's 5-6x. That's what we're looking for. And he's playing minutes. He's playing a load of minutes, 32 minutes. He just kind of fills categories as well. So Collison's been a nice play, kind of overlooked, so he makes a nice GPP play as well, um, for some value to free up some rosters, uh, free up some budget for your rosters. So, all right, shooting guard. I'm only going to list one. Actually, I'm going to list two here. Sorry. Nick Young. I'm liking him a lot for the Lakers. He's starting tonight. This was tough because Russell's out, and I really like him and Sweet Lou Williams. But this one, the price wins the day here. Nick Young is only 4,400 on DK, and it looks like he's projected to start at the moment over Williams. So, I like both these guys a lot. I'd be fine using either one, but the price for Young is just too good. He's facing a team in the Warriors whose defense value against this position is a 21, and he should easily meet his 5x value with a projection of let's see, what do they got him at here? 26.88 points, DK points tonight. So Nick Young's another nice cheap option at the shooting guard position. The other one I like is he actually qualifies for both shooting guard and small forward. There's a couple of these guys in here today. Vince Carter, the Memphis Grizzlies. I know he's very old, but he's still getting it done. He's projected for 26 minutes. He's averaging just under a point a minute. And his usage rate is actually not terrible coming off the bench with a 12.78. He's actually been averaging almost 20.9 fantasy points a game this season, which is, surprising. So Carter has been getting it done, and as we mentioned earlier, with Ennis being out, Carter is going to be getting plenty of play time along with Tony Allen. Even in a few lineups, I've been plugging them both in just to free up space. They're both going to be getting 20-plus minutes guaranteed, and they both have been averaging about 20-plus fantasy points a game. So to me, that's safe, that's value, and you can't really pass it up. Allen's significantly cheaper than Carter. He's 3,300 on DK, so if you really, really want to dig deep, go ahead and check him out. But 4,100 for Vince Carter isn't terrible. I'm willing to do that, especially if you combine him with some of the other options listed above. At the small forward, I'm going to only list one because I'm going to kind of include Vince Carter. I may actually opt to use him at small forward if I can tonight. So the other option I'm looking at small forward is DeMar Carroll. He's been playing a lot of minutes, and he's a roller coaster ride, so he's kind of a big risk here. But I'm going to roll with him. After his last game, he played 33 minutes, shot 6 for 12 from the field, including three-pointers. So, he's averaging 27 minutes a game and 20.6 DK points a game since he's been back. So, minutes may be up and down, maybe in flux, but what he does do when he's on the court is very good. He produces 0.81 fantasy points a minute. And his usage rate is, just under 10. So it's not fantastic, but DeMar Carroll gets the minutes and he can produce. And if he gets hot shooting, you'll reap the rewards. Plus, he's only 3,500 on DK, 3,800 on FanDuel. So dirt cheap once again. He's another guy I'm willing to kind of throw a Hail Mary out to tonight. I don't want an entire roster filled with them, but you are going to need some if you want to get some of these top line plays in tonight. Power forward, I'm looking at Thaddeus Young, the Pacers against Atlanta tonight. Atlanta just got whooped last night, like embarrassingly bad. So they may be out to play a little harder tonight. But either way, they're just not doing very well, and they're the 29th ranked team against the power forward position. So Young should be in a really, really good spot tonight. 5,800 on DraftKings, averaging just under a point a minute, fantasy point a minute, with 0.93. So, a guy who plays 30 to 33 minutes, averaging that much fantasy point per minute, and against that team, the Hawks, I just can't see Young not doing well, or at least meeting value. The optimizer has him projected for 30.69 DK points tonight. So at 5,800, that's right around the 5x. That's what you're looking for. And with the ceilings even higher. So Thaddeus Young, I like him a lot at the power forward position tonight. And let's see here to wrap it up. Center position, I'm really liking Clint Capella. He's been playing very well, and he's been sneaky good over his past 10 games, averaging 35.2 DK points. And in his last game, he played 35 minutes and came in with a total of 37.5 DK points. So averaging 13.8 points, 10 boards a game, and he's going to come close to 4x almost every night if he keeps it up at this pace. So tonight looks like we have him a little over 5x value with the 31.36 projection on DraftKings according to the Daily Fantasy Cafe optimizer. So there's a lot of center options, a lot of value out there. But tonight I'm going to be rolling with Capella. I just think he's my favorite cheapie play tonight. And that should do it for the value plays. Again, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I wish you all the best of luck tonight. Let's go get some money. And be sure to hop on over to dailyfantasycafe.com for all sorts of great other articles and posts, including my GPP Greenlight posts that should be up to help you with some GPP value plays and top tier, mid tier options for tonight's slate. There's also just a ton of other great articles. The optimizer is fantastic, can help you fill those holes if you have a core 4 you want to roll with, or whatever, however you want to do it. So, yeah, dailyfantasycafe.com. Check us out. Again, this is Chris Myers, and I'm at Fancy Chill Pony. So feel free to follow me on Twitter. Ask me any questions, whatever. I will do my best to help, and I try to respond to everyone. So, all right, best of luck, everyone. Once again, happy Thanksgiving, and let's go win some money. Bye.